So I met Miss Jones at my practice. Reverend Michelle had her come and see me. And so when we first met, she didn't know I was the doctor. And when she found out that I was the doctor, she was like, "Ooh, baby, you look so young." And so when that happened, we both laughed, and she was just like, "Oh, you my doctor?" And I was like, "Yes, ma'am, I am your doctor." And she's just like, "You just look so good." And so that was our first interaction. And so through that, I just knew she had like a humbling spirit, and I've been practicing and treating her for a couple years. So at this point, we've created a bond that honestly is like inseparable a little bit. So yeah, that's how I first met her.
I met Sister Jones when she first came to friendship with Pastor Jones when he was appointed as pastor of this church. My first encounter with her was she was standing in line to go on a choir, and she took the time to make a small joke, and she just had everybody laughing. So she had a wonderful spirit at our first meeting. And from that point, we became good friends. And a little later in life, we became even closer friends, more like two sisters.
My first encounter with Sister Jones is, I guess, 2005. My wife and I, we were at the time in transition, looking for a good church, home church. And by joining the church, of course, we um, met with her and Pastor Jones, and she had this magnanimous personality. It was infectious. Her smile would light up a room, and it didn't remind me of a traditional first lady, so to speak, because she was just so down to earth and wholesome, and just made everybody feel comfortable and warm. So I just knew at that time this was the place. This was the place for us and our family.
So me and Miss Jones, we have this joke where we end up wearing the same colors on her visits, or we have similar shoes. And we always laugh about it because I'm like, who got dressed first, me or you? And so every time she came in, I always liked her outfits. And I don't know how, but we always had a similar color. And before she passed away, I actually took a picture of our shoes because we looked similar that day. And so that's always been the running joke. And then she always asks about my dog and how my dog is doing, which is, she's crazy. Just so caring. And our appointments, we would talk about everything, just life, wisdom. And by me being young, not as young as she thought I was, it just really impacted me a lot. So that would be more of the moments that I remember of us talking about our clothing together and how we got dressed and just how we're matching. And we didn't even plan it. So
I would tell you the day, as a matter of fact, Pastor Jones touched on it a couple of Sundays ago. He encouraged the church family to write a letter to someone that you love and send it to them. It brought back the memory of Sister Jones writing Bill and I a letter 21 years ago. Some 21 years ago, she wrote a letter to us, mailed it. We went to the mailbox and there was a letter from Sister Jones. And I ripped it open to see, we talked. Why would she be writing me a letter? I opened the letter, and the contents in this letter is so dear to me even to this day. In her letter, she said, "You know, I don't have grandchildren, and I would love to be your children's grandmother if it is okay with you and Bill."
Mm. Yeah.
Now, I knew she had special relationships with so many people in this church and children in this church, but we felt honored that she wanted to be a part of molding and shaping the lives of our children.
Mm.
That was such a great honor. And when I tell you she was the best grandmother any child could have ever hoped for, she never missed a beat. Never. From the basketball courtside, standing in the rain to watch them go over, pledging, from helicopter rides when he was taking helicopter training.
Flight lessons, yeah.
When he was taking flight lessons, she was right there. When it was time to go up to fly, she said, "Now, I'm not going up with him. You go up with him, and I'll take the pictures." She said, "But I'm just so proud." And she was just every milestone, graduations, even up to the time that little boy at age 9 became married, she was there.